It seems as if this person, the Right Honourable Hubert Ingraham, who has been gifted by the people of the Bahamas with leadership of the country, does not know how to deal civilly with his fellow man. The former Attorney General, Alfred Sears, when he spoke, indicated that during his tenure as Attorney General, the reduction in the size of juries was not amongst amendments suggested to him by the Chief Justice. There were a host of other unanswered concerns made by PLP members, some of whom have extensive experience practicing at the criminal bar. The government did not, probably could not, adequately respond to those objections and concerns, nor did it provide any empirical or objective evidence of the assertion that the changes which they were seeking to implement would speed up the administration of justice or improve its efficiency. In fact, our major concerns were seated in the question of how would this reduction in the size of juries affect the fairness of the jury trial. It is true that we have a small country, but we believe that sometimes it is easier to get fewer people to come to a wrong conclusion that might be different if a larger number of persons had the opportunity to discuss and discourse about the matter. It was therefore on the strength of the PLP's objections that the matter is now suspended until Wednesday of this week, when it is hoped that the government will either provide adequate evidence to support its assertions, or resign from its position, or at least send the matter to committee so that the appropriate consultations can be properly made and completed. We are saying that this amendment represents fundamental change in the balance between the state and the defendant who is charged for an offense. Now, lest there be those who will seek to say that we are not supporting changes that can lead to the reduction of crime, let me say that we will willfully support any change that will lead to the reduction of crime. But we are convinced that this is not one of them. And if we can be convinced otherwise, we would have no problem supporting it. The country has to be careful, you see, before it proceeds in making such a change. The government must show, not to us, but to the public, whether and to what extent this will positively impact the unacceptably high rate and occurrence of crime and the fear of crime, as well as the administration and efficiency of the judicial process. As far as we can see at present, this will not affect crime or the fear of crime. It will not speed up the administration of justice. Indeed, evidence from the criminal bar is that it will have no effect at all on speeding up jury trials. And I can tell you that we have taken this matter very seriously. We've been consulting with people who are involved in the judicial system and getting their take on the matter, and it's clear that the government did not speak to them because their views are the same as those which we have expressed. We are taking the time during this short break to solicit the views of civil society in the Bahamas, including the group of that name. We have already had meetings with civil society, and among them are representatives of a number of non-government organizations, trade unions, and so forth, social organizations. We've had meetings scheduled tomorrow with the Chamber of Commerce and the Bahamas Christian Council. While some of our members have spoken with representatives of the Bar Association and the judiciary, we are seeking more formal consultation before the House meets again on Wednesday, 31st. Further, we are in the process of collecting the statistical data on the issue relating to the administration of justice. We want to make it clear that we stand with all Bahamians who want to reduce the incidence of crime to an irreducible minimum. We want to make it clear that we are committed to support any measures which would improve the judicial process. At the same time, we also want to make it clear that this must not be done hurriedly and at the expense of the human rights of our population. We invite the government to heed our concerns. We invite the press to be more incisive in holding the government to account on what it asserts will be the positive effects of this bill. And we hope that as a result of it, we can get a package of changes, a plan which will reflect the possibility of having an effective program to combat crime. The government has not, in our view, made a good start. We will happily answer questions that you have on the matter after all of our presentations have been made. Thank you.